Well, Stevie Rubs, welcome back once again here to Stockton, California, inside the Spanos Center as the Cougars get it done here tonight, 74-66, as the Washington State University Cougars knock off the Pacific Tigers, and with it move to 8-6 on the season, 3-0 in West Coast Conference action. Well, Pacific drops to 5-9. They are now 1-3 in West Coast Conference play as we get a chance to bring in the head coach of Washington State University, Kamie Ethridge. And Kamie, a little bit of a slow start for you, trailing at halftime, but you come out and you outscore this team 42-30 in the second half, and with that, come away with the victory. You had to fight your way through some whistles through the second half as they were living at the free throw line, but a road win, especially after playing just less than 48 hours ago, or maybe just a little over 48 hours ago in Pullman. I'm sure you'll take any road win inside the conference, and especially this one here tonight. Just really proud of how we responded in the second half. I mean, we showed them, I know the radio can't see it, but we showed them the shot clock in the first, the shot chart in the first half, and other than a couple of shots that James made, everything was just literally inside the arc, and they had 28 points there, and it was, you know, and this is a team that struggles with the outside shot, and we just let them get exactly what they wanted, and now I look at the shot chart now in the second half, and it's just unbelievably good, and we responded the right way, and we took away some of those things and made it difficult. So that's a sign of growth. I thought our offense was so much better tonight. I thought we got a million good looks, and I don't know if it is fatigue. I played our starters. I didn't want to mess with it too much in the second half. I know that might bite me in the rear in a few days, but, you know, you got to get these wins on the road, and we had some good looks and had some good play, but I really liked how we responded. Everybody that got to play in that second half, I thought we got some really good production from people, and, you know, that's no offense to the people that didn't get to play. They just got to stay with it because there's all sorts of games that we're going to need our bench to come in and play. And I think another thing with that shot chart you were showing me here in the first half is they were getting some offensive rebounds too and getting some putbacks, and I think we cleaned that up a little bit in the second half, and ultimately it was one difference between the total rebounds, but they finished with 5 more, so something we maybe could have done a little bit better at, but I think got better as the game went along for the No question. And we had some bad ones. I mean, I just lit into our team as much as I could about that, and a little bit of fatigue comes in. We get that 7-point lead or whatever that is, and then AT standing flat-footed and someone gets it in front of her, and then almost 2 possessions later, Tara gives up something that's right in front of her, and I know that's fatigue, but it's also habits, and it's also that's what that team does to win games and to stay in games, and we tend to be a little too soft and you know, not quite as aggressive as we need to be to protect that defensive glass. It's just something we've got to continue to get better at. Meanwhile, for us, when it comes to a couple of other quick little things that we can have a look at here for the Washington State University Cougars, again, coming away with this 74-66 victory. Again, new conference, different officials, different environments. You'll never know what the whistles are going to be like. But what I did like about our team is we never let us affect it too much. We still came back, and sometimes in the past I think maybe we would have let the whistles affect us, and we didn't in the second half and just got back to going and actually extending our lead in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I mean, again, officials are interesting. I've watched a lot of films of the West Coast Conference, and clearly we have the same person that we go through that we had at the PAC, and I think she does a great job with officials. But I've watched some officials call flops on teams in this league, so they know these teams really well. And I just thought, I mean, my kids, when Alex comes back and basically says, I didn't touch her, I didn't do that to her, and the ref is sitting there telling me she put Alex, who has stick little arms, shoved that kid down or something. And, you know, but we're going to get some of those. And I hate the game that rewards flopping, or even the game that rewards falling. Mm-hmm. I hate that's always put in the refs. You know, they've got to make that decision. It's hard to officiate. Sure. So I can't. I know we got to get accustomed, but we've never. I mean, it's 22-13 tonight. And again, it is what it is, and I'm sure we fouled, but we got to find better ways to not give them the cheap stuff. And again, they were attacking the rim, and we got ourselves into trouble with some bad trans D. So we've got to fix ourselves, and
all that stuff will take care of itself.
Well, and as a side note, it was 22-8 until they gave us 5 fouls at the end as they were fouling out. But anyway, we'll get off of that. Meanwhile, Shasha, obviously she had some foul problems and had to only play 5 minutes. But how about, and certainly it's kind of like you have 7 starters with Alex and also with Jenna coming off of the bench for you. Yeah. They obviously played pretty well for you tonight off the bench.
Yeah, I think Jenna's just been great. I mean, she's probably ticked off at me for taking her out of the starting lineup, but guess what? She is a starter because look at Shasha. I mean, Shasha's got to learn. Yeah. Does she want to be that aggressive and have 5 fouls, or does she want to play? Yeah. And we love the aggression, and we're going to stick with her and understand. Because just like that, she took the the halftime talk about what we needed to do and stepped up and made the first 3 of the half. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the type of player she is. She gets mad, and she's like, I'm putting this ball in the basket. And so a lot of good – I love that about her. Offensive production is what we need on this team. Jenna's bringing us offensive production. I loved Candace's putback. I thought Alex was fantastic tonight in how big she was in the post. Again, on a night when Tara really struggles, on a night when LA's kind of up and down, on a night when we got some unbelievable looks from threes, but they didn't go in, and we just needed points in other places, and we got them. Yeah. And that's a good sign for us.
Yeah. Again, road wins in the conference. You'll take them. They're like gold. Congratulations on this one. And the Whirlwind Tour will continue with 4 games in a week, but at least the next 2 are back home in Pullman. We've got to get there first, but at least they're back home in Pullman.
All right. Thanks so much, and go Cougs.
Head coach of the Cougs, again, Kamie Ethridge. I want to thank her so much for stopping by. Cougars over Pacific tonight, 74-66.